What is going on in the courtroom chaos with Bambi? And why is Stevie J suddenly sweating bullets about a secret evidence leak that has gone absolutely? You mean to tell me, while we were out here thinking love and hip-hop was only about hair, pulling and shade throwing, there was a full underground controversy brewing that just exploded in front of the judge? Oh, you're not ready for this one, because according to sources that may or may not have Wi-Fi in the courthouse restroom, Bambi was clearly shivering as devastating film surfaced, which Stevie J apparently never wanted the world to witness. Now, everyone and their mama's cousin is replaying this leaked footage like it's the Zapruder film of reality TV. And guess who is at the center of this inferno? That's right. Scrappy's name is all over these records, and it's not looking good. Was this a setup, a vengeance plan, or the biggest reality TV stay right here? Because everything you thought you knew about Bambi Stevie J will be called into question, and the courtroom circus they just transformed into season finale level drama. Let's go into it. So imagine this: Bambi steps into court, dressed like it's the Met Gala. Everyone calm and composed until the screen lit up. That's when the chamber got dead. And even the judge leaned forward. And that's when Stevie J's face crumbled. Because what just happened on that courtroom monitor wasn't just any. Evidence was the kind of footage that doesn't remain in court. It leaks, becomes viral, and burns everything it touches. Because this didn't just start today. Oh no, baby. This has been fermenting behind the scenes, like an outdated bottle of Cairo. And this courtroom showdown is only the grand culmination of a drama-filled narrative that has been brewing since Lil Scrappy and Bambi's romance switched from love and hip-hop to Law & Order Atlanta Victims Unit, now sources close to the issue. And by sources, we mean folks who claim to be interns at VH1 and drink in the same clubs as backup dancers claim this court date was meant to be regular, just some family legal thing. But when Stevie J came up with that smooth smirk, and everyone knew this wasn't going to be a quiet hearing. So who's involved? You have Bambi standing accused of coordinating something messy. Behind the scenes, you have Stevie J somehow smack dab in the center of a scandal that isn't even his. And then there's Lil Scrappy, whose name keeps getting tugged harder than a lace front on a windy rooftop. And what's the accusation? Apparently, this secret proof Stevie brought in supposedly Bambi set up scams, falsified court filings, and attempted to remove receipts that could have saved his neck, legally and monetarily. But it gets worse. The film in question is surveillance footage and hacked voice memos showing Bambi having some not-so-innocent talks we're talking full-blown deception here, with phony grins and confidential information magically disappearing. And Stevie J, he's the one claiming he located the missing link and has been keeping it like a mixtape. No label would touch till now. Don't forget, Stevie J and Bambi's relationship isn't exactly full of trust. They've been throwing subtle shade backstage on social media in the midst for years. Many brunches with people's mums watching. But nobody anticipated Stevie J to come into court and play gotcha with a flash drive full of chaos. Insiders are now calling this the betrayal bomb, and it appears to be so severe that even Mona Scott is now distancing herself from the entire group. Till things cool down, because if what was displayed in the courtroom is real, it doesn't simply harm reputations, it may end. So what was on the tape? According to anonymous tips supplied to multiple blogs, and we're talking about the type of blogs that obtain their intel from hairdressers and hotel personnel. The tape purportedly shows Bambi talking to a mysterious man about changing statements that may harm Scrappy's custody fight, altering, as in interfering with legal truth, as in illegal activity if proven. And the audio chilly. The audio's worse. A woman sounding eerily like Bambi is heard. "He ain't ever gonna see this coming. Let him drown. That's what he gets for playing me." Apparently, we don't have any voice analysis experts, but the streets are convinced it's her. Let's talk reactions, because the minute that courthouse Twitter lost its collective mind when one member commented, "Bambi playing 4D chess," while Scrappy believed they were co-parenting. "I'm sobbing." Another remarked, "Stevie J dropped the flash disk." Like Thanos snapping, the whole room dissolved. Even celebs started weighing in. "We're an unknown rapper. 9% sure it rhymes with Future posted a now deleted Instagram story saying, 'Stay woke, these women out here, plotting harder than the feds, sir, not the pot calling.' Meanwhile, Lil Scrappy Guy was upset, and witnesses in the courtroom said he sat back in his seat like someone attacked him with a plot twist from his own life. And according to reports, his legal team was blindsided. They weren't even prepared for that footage, which indicates Stevie J did this off script out of nowhere, like a reality TV villain with a fury. The million-dollar question is, why would Stevie J do this? What's his stake in all of this? Some say he's tired of being everyone's scapegoat, while others claim he's quietly preparing retribution for a year-old beef Bambi never knew he didn't forget, and others suggest this might be damage control, that Stevie J intentionally disclosed this since he knew someone else was about to beat him to it. Either way, the internet is eating it up, with TikTok sleuths analyzing into the body language of the court tape like it's a Super Bowl halftime show. YouTubers are already producing breakdowns of what Bambi said in that viral film. And Twitter, let's just say Free Scrappy, was trending just under Bambi Gate. But the real drama is just beginning, because court has been temporarily delayed, pending a comprehensive investigation of the what was supposed to be a regular hearing has now spurred a multi-agency investigation. According to courthouse rumors, the judge ordered an emergency study of the tape, calling in experts to establish who leaked what to whom, tampered what, and who's lying through their veneers. Which takes us to the most unsettling moment of the day. Immediately before, when the court recessed, Bambi rose up, looked to Stevie J, and mouthed the words, "You just ended your career." Stevie supposedly smirked and replied, "Nah, I just started yours." Mic drop, and with that, courtroom security had to step in when tensions reached a boiling point. Lil Scrappy exited in a different vehicle. Bambi was hustled out a rear exit. And Stevie J, that man strolled out like he was on a red carpet, as if he hadn't just thrown a legal grenade into a nuclear divorce battle. And that, dear viewers, is where things actually burst outside the courthouse. The energy was incredible, with paparazzi everywhere and people screaming. Protesters brandishing banners that say, "Scrappy deserves better" and "Liberate the tape." And smack in the middle of the ruckus, Stevie J shrugging off cameras, like he just stepped out of a Grammy after party instead of a courtroom war zone. But let's rewind, because now that the tape has gone viral, everyone wants to know where this evidence came from, how long Stevie J has been holding it, and most importantly, who helped him acquire it, according to one. This anonymous tipster claims to work as a technical consultant for reality TV shows, but tweets like a barbershop conspiracy theorist. Evidence was never supposed to see the light of day. It was part of a rejected reality TV storyline from a few seasons ago, meant to generate drama, but abandoned on the cutting room floor. However, Stevie J evidently kept a copy just in case, just like that ex who retains your text for receipts. But this one has courtroom ramifications. Now here's where it gets ugly. One paper purportedly leaked, accompanying the tape, contains words, conversations between Bambi and an unlisted contact discussing court strategy and tactics to emotionally damage. Scrappy. One sentence reads, "We need to make him look. In an unstable situation, use what you can." Another, "If he loses in court, we win." Let that sink in. It's not just betrayal, it's strategic character assassination. If those texts are authentic, and we're using it loosely here because the penmanship appears to be etched with guilt, implying that the entire incident was planned, or at least, managed surgically. Quote, "Meanwhile, Bambi's legal team is in full damage control mode. Within 24 hours of the film leak, they released a statement calling it doctored, malicious, and desperate stunt by a renowned opportunist with little credibility. They even indicated the footage was modified by AI Baby. We've reached the ChatGPT defense, part of celebrity court drama. But here's where Bambi really botched. Instead of laying quiet, she went live on Instagram the same night, and yes, she hit that go live button with lashes still on and emotions still petty. And in front of nearly 68,000 viewers, she remarked, "Let them keep playing. You don't even know half of the tale. They want to position me as a villain is fantastic. But wait till you hear what I received." She did not mention names, but she didn't have to. Everyone understood exactly who she was going at. Stevie Scrappy, possibly even Mona Scott, and judging by the manner her comments, inundated with snake emojis and clown gifs, the internet wasn't buying it. Meanwhile, Stevie J was busy sharing strange Instagram posts, one of which showed another burning envelope emoji with the phrase, "People lie, not receipts." Then he nonchalantly dropped selfies with a courtroom badge, tiny level Olympic gold. But behind the pettiness is true panic, because now many legal organizations are supposedly orbiting. According to a leaked email from a courthouse assistant, the district attorney's office is evaluating the tape to decide whether witness tampering or perjury occurred in previous sessions. And if that happens, we're talking about serious charges, not TV drama real ones. Bloggers and online investigators are already trying to piece together timelines. One popular idea is that Stevie J only released the clip later. Bambi threatened to expose him for unrelated financial offences relating to a failed business project they had back in 2019. She purportedly has papers that he's acquired footage. So this is war. And don't forget Lil Scrappy. This poor man has been radio silent since the courthouse leak, but sources indicate his close friends allege he has been misled too many times to count, and he is considering withdrawing from any future reality shows. According to one insider, Scrappy never anticipated his child's mother and his own mentor would gang together against him. As for Mona Scott, the puppet master, herself radio silent, which in Mona terminology means something huge is coming. Some claim she's shopping around a 2-part reunion special. Others believe she's gathering NDAs and cutting them off before they drag the entire series into legal mud. Here's where it gets even more outrageous. Supposedly, the leaked film was not the only thing in Stevie's possession. Reports indicate he's holding onto a second drive, this time with unreleased audio of Bambi trash talks. Not only Scrappy, but other cast members. Apparently, she goes off on producers, threatens to burn down the entire set, and names nobody. Expected to include one A-list artist who's supposedly linked to this controversy through covert payments and hush money. And who do you think wants that drive? According to online legal experts, Bambi's attorney has filed an emergency motion to prevent any further distribution of harmful private or destructive material obtained through illegal means translation Stevie J, better lock that. Second drive in Fort Knox. Already subpoenas. But wait, there's more. Late last night, a hazy video surfaced on TikTok, showing what appears to be Bambi yelling in a parking garage, surrounded by two unknown males. One of them is clutching what appears to be a laptop bag. She is yelling, "You're really going to do this to me over him? I made you famous." Some say it's old footage, others say it's from the night after court. In any case, it merely adds fuel to the viral fire. The comment sections are lighted up, and the entire cast belongs on Snapped. Bambi's hands are dirtier than Stevie's old. Mixtap Scrappy only wanted peace, but he got Judge Judy versus Bad Boy Records, which even Mama D couldn't. Resist the Queen of Shade herself responded to Twitter, writing, "A real lady does not scheme. She prays. A false woman edits videos." That tweet received over 100,000 likes in an hour. However, the ultimate nail in this coffin may not even come from the footage, but from a new witness. Apparently, a former aide of Stevie J has offered to testify under oath about the chain of custody of the material, alleging that Stevie's version is clean copy, but the original includes far more, and that original is apparently kept in a hotel room safe in Miami. So now we have investigators, court clerks, gossip blogs, reality stars, and ex-assistants are all playing a bizarre game of legal Jenga. And guess what? It's only getting started, with one assistant, one hotel room safe, and one unpublished original recording. The entire circus went from messy to catastrophic because of that clean copy. Already generated shockwaves across the courtroom business and the internet. What's on that original? Insiders are murmuring that the uncensored version provides evidence of complicity, not only between Bambi and Stevie J, but also certain love and hip-hop producers who may have helped stage instances in real life for drama, all while affecting actual judicial proceedings. One unidentified XP producer termed it playing God with people's lives, merely for ratings. If that's true, this case isn't just about Lil Scrappy being misled in court. It's about the blurring line between reality TV and real life. Criminal culpability is a line that is currently flowing all over the internet. Let's talk about legal ramifications, because things are getting real according to court. A judicial review panel has been called to evaluate whether key testimonies submitted previously in the Scrappy case were influenced or altered owing to off-camera. Coercion includes Bambi's startling statements regarding Scrappy's claimed instability, which he made under oath if those texts and footage reveal. She colluded to create or embellish. We're looking at potential perjury charges. And that's not all. The leaked tape now circulating on various platforms, despite takedown notices, is triggering civil lawsuits. And Lil Scrappy's legal team is apparently drafting a defamation action. Scrappy is suing Stevie J and Bambi for deliberate emotional anguish, defamation, and reputational damage, demanding $2.5 million in damages. But it's not even about the money. It's about clearing his name, while Stevie J's lawyers are already trying to twist things. They're claiming the tape wasn't leaked, but shared in the public interest. Basically the same legal loophole exploited. Stevie, a whistleblower, sees himself as a martyr for truth, even though he's been hauling people for clout since dial-up internet. But while the lawyers fight the internet does what it does best. Reacts like it's the Super Bowl of mess. Memes are everywhere, and one shows Stevie J photoshopped into a judge's robe and captioned, "All rise for the Honourable Petty King." Another has Bambi behind, bars fashioned of Luan heels, reading, "When the storyline backfires and fans laugh, some of Scrappy's true supporters rally around him fiercely." A GoFundMe named Justice for Scrappy collected over $45,000 in just 72 hours, and his mother, Mama D, publicised the fundraiser. Her social media posts included the caption, "They tried to break my baby, but God's court doesn't need no edits." Even celebrities are weighing in now. Tokyo Vanity tweeted, "That courtroom tape isn't even HD, but the treachery is clearly evident." Carly Red posted under a Shade Room post, "I warned y'all Bambi has been stealthy since season 4, and y'all are only now catching up." And Young Jock, who always finds a way into the drama, released a video saying, "I was there that day. The energy was off, and I knew something wasn't right." Stevie pulled up wearing sunglasses indoors now. With all this occurring, you'd think producers would take a step back. Lay low, reset the narrative. Nah. Word on the street is Mona Scott is pushing for a live courthouse reunion special, an unscripted, raw that gets no edits sit-down, where cast members confront each other about what went down. She wants to film it in the same courthouse hallway where the footage initially leaked, and supposedly, she is offering $50,000 prizes for anyone ready to deliver truth in tears. While Bambi's camp is crumbling apart, two of her closest pals, who appeared earlier seasons of Love and Hip Hop, have unfollowed her, deleted her from group chats, and liked tweets about her being exposed. One of them, under the burner account, tweeted, "She believes she could control the narrative, but reality doesn't need a filter, boo." And then there's the unidentified whistleblower, who tipped off the court about the original drive in Miami in a cryptic DM exchange now circulating on Reddit. Claim they're doing this for the individuals Scrappy has helped throughout the years, and they're weary of witnessing good men get ruined for TV ratings. They even hinted that more material existed, unreleased discussions, audio recordings, voice notes, and even text chains, including Mona herself. That's true. We may be witnessing the start of a whole franchise implosion at this point. Supporters are divided between three camps. Team Scrappy, who feel he's manipulated and deserves complete vindication. Free Bambi, who thinks the whole situation is overdone and that she's being scapegoated. And the chaotic neutrals, who cares who's guilty as long as every nasty detail emerges online. But for Scrappy, this isn't just a trending moment, it's a life-altering betrayal. According to insiders close to him, he's considering authoring a tell-all memoir. One insider revealed that the tentative title is Unscripted Pain, The Truth They Never Aired. And if that book drops, who will need popcorn and prayer? The bigger question now isn't what happens next, but who goes down with the ship. Stevie J may believe he won by releasing the footage first, but he's now being investigated for alleged evidence tampering and perhaps revenge leaking. Bambi is now facing public criticism, lost brand deals, and even rumours of legal repercussions. Scrappy is now receiving public compassion, but the harm to his mental health image and custody case may be irrevocable, and Mona, the queen behind the curtain, may have gone too far if the original tape shows production, influence, or manipulation of genuine legal proceedings. Love and Hip Hop, as we know it might be done, gone stop syndication, withdrawn reruns, replaced with apology. So now we wait for the Miami Drive, for subpoenas, for NDAs to leak, for friendships to break down, and for secrets to become news. Because in this courtroom soap opera, there are no saints, only villains with better lighting and confessionals with better microphones. And just when you think the mayhem is over, boom, new film surfaces, new reactions explode, and new sides take shape. But one thing is certain, the truth isn't done yet. This drama's truth is the messiest character of all. So now that all the masks are gone, The footage is out, and reputations are crumbling quicker than love and hip-hop contract around tax season. We need to ask the actual question: who's truly to blame? Was Bambi always conspiring behind closed doors? Smiled on camera? Did Stevie J just perform the most chaotic Uno reverse in reality TV history? Or was this whole thing choreographed from the start by people who understood that real agony sells better than contrived drama? And most importantly, how many more tapes are sitting in safes across the country, just waiting to go viral? Because one thing is certain, this wasn't simply a trial case. This was a full-blown production with receipts betrayed and an audience greater than the BET Awards. So now it's your chance. Do you think Scrappy was set up? Was this all a clout-chasing move by Stevie J? Is Bambi a skilled manipulator, or simply caught in the middle of a larger game? Drop your theories in the comments, reveal your predictions. And don't hold back, because obviously nobody else is, and you believe this is the